YouTube, it's Tracy from Entrepreneur Girl, and today is video 2 in our newbie series, and it's entitled Scheduling. So you have your office and you have your equipment from video 1, and now you're ready to take the next step. And the next step is to set up a schedule. Because your life is crazy, you have a lot of different elements to your life, you might have a spouse or children, and you're trying to balance everything that you have going with working from home. And working from home is a lot different than going to a brick and mortar job because you have to hold yourself accountable for your time and for your progress. And really the only way to do that is to have a good schedule in place. So what you need to do is sit down with your family and list out all the things that you need to do for the day. And that's not only like chores and work and the negative stuff, but it's also the things that you personally enjoy. Take time out to exercise, to play with your kids, to watch TV, to read a good book, actually put on your schedule everything that would make your life feel really balanced. But part of that, within that, needs to be at least a minimum of 4 hours of work a day. So what I've done for this video is give you an example of my schedule. I actually show you a picture of my written out schedule that I made when I started eBay and Amazon. And I've tweaked it over time to add things that I needed and take away things. But this will just kind of give you an example. I'm not saying my schedule's the best because it's not. My life is crazy. I have a lot of kids and I homeschool, so it's going to be different than yours. But mainly, I just wanted to show you little snippets throughout the day from when I wake up to when I go to bed. So right now, it's actually bedtime, and I'm going to be working backwards. So I am working. I always work after I put the kids to bed a little bit. So I'm finishing up this YouTube video that I've been working on all day with you. But you will see after this from the point that I wake up until now. And again, this is just an example to get you thinking about creating your own schedule with your own family, providing for your own needs. Because when you work from home, you really need to be strict with yourself and holding yourself accountable to those time frames. So best of luck with your schedule. Please comment below and let me know how it's going for you, how it's working out, and I hope you enjoy the video. So here's the schedule. Hopefully you can see that okay. And it's 7 a.m. and today starts a day in the life of an Amazon and eBayer. So it's time to get up and get started. Good morning. So the first thing I do in the morning is get myself ready and get everybody in my family ready. So we take our medications, our vitamins, we get dressed for the day, and we eat a nice healthy breakfast. So that's how we start. And I'm gonna post a picture of my schedule just so you can kind of follow along in a day in the life of. The thing I do is P90X. So if there's any Xers out there, this is how I try to start my day. And I swear, that man is trying to kill me. Oh, and don't forget your big glass of lemon water. Very healthy. Okay, now we're on the run. It's summertime and my kids are sports-aholics, so we'll be going to sports a lot, it seems. Quite the interruption to an Amazoner's day. Isn't he cute? You like swimming lessons?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anytime you have a break in your day, an errand that you think takes you away from your business, just try to enjoy it. I'm getting a little sun, watching my kids, hanging out with them. Just take a moment and breathe. Okay, so I'm heading back home now, and I wanted to tell you that when you're starting your eBay business, as I always preach, or your Amazon business, you really need to dedicate so many hours a day, and you need to have a schedule, and you need to stick with it because it's the only way you're going to grow your business, and it's the only way you're going to make enough money to support yourself. So I know that I preach that you have to do at least 4 hours a day. You have to do at least $400 of value a day, and you need to schedule your day accordingly so that you can fit that in, and it's not being pushed to the side and pushed to the side where you just don't get to it. But having said that, you saw my schedule today, and you see that I've already had to leave and go to swimming lessons because it's summer and because I have kids. And things like that, interruptions to your day, happen every day. And you sometimes wonder why even have a schedule. But I find that having a schedule and trying to stick with the parts that you can stick to make you a lot more productive than not having a schedule at all and just kind of floating through your day. And I find you just walk around a lot and don't accomplish much. So I still encourage you to have a schedule. I just encourage you not to stress out about it, because you're a person first and foremost, you know, a mom, a husband, a daughter, you know, whatever you are, you're a person, and all of those things are combined, and people come first before work. So yes, you need to schedule into your day heavy work and work hard when you're working so you can really maximize your time. But you also need to have fun in your day. And if you look closely at my schedule, I actually have the word fun written in different parts of my day, because I gotta admit, I gotta be honest and say, I'm very type A. You know, I make schedules and I make lists, and I like to be productive and pie charts, and you know, that's the business person coming out of me. But I also am very goofy, and I like to have fun. And I want to make sure that I give myself permission during certain parts of the day to just go swimming with the kids and not worry about, you know, listing or getting inventory or think about my website, that type of stuff. So it needs to be balanced. I have both in my schedule, and you need to have both in your schedule. And when you do get an interruption, instead of screaming and yelling at everybody or getting really uptight about it or feeling stressed out about it, just try to relax into it and count that as your fun moment for the day. And then during your fun moment, you can work. So I had an interruption. I went to the pool, and I relaxed. I got some sun. I played iPad with my kid and watched my other kids swim, and it was all good and fun, and I'm relaxed. And now I'm heading back to pick up where I left off. So it's now 10 o'clock. I lost a lot of time, but hey, that's part of being a mom, right? So I'm back home, and I'll see you in a sec. So anytime I deep clean a room in my house, you know, not only am I scrubbing it and Windexing and all of that, but I try to see if there's anything I can declutter when I'm in there. Like, this is my room today. It's my closet. And some of these clothes I haven't worn in a really long time. So while I'm cleaning, it would be a really good time to start pulling some stuff out. You know, if there's some Vera Bradley bags I don't use or whatever, pull them out, eBay them, make money, and clean. So that's kind of how I look at it when I'm going through my house. You know, winter clothes. You know, do I need all of these winter clothes? I don't know. I need to pull this stuff down. So that's what I'm going to work on today, because my closet is my room for the day. And that's kind of how I do it. Okay, so after deep cleaning and straightening up the house, 9 o'clock says homeschool. So it's past 9 since we had our little swimming distraction this morning, but we're still homeschooling. So he has his books out there that he's working on. This is where all our homeschool materials are. And this is the table that we sit down every day and do our homeschooling. Okay, so it's noon and it's lunchtime, and I have to feed this crew. So I typically do leftovers, a girl's best friend, for lunch. And breakfast is something quick and easy, like oatmeal and eggs. And then dinners, I really put some time into, but I have to tell you, crock pots work wonderfully, because you can put it in at lunchtime while I'm making everybody, you know, heating up everybody's food. I can pop in dinner, and then I can go list, and then it's done. So there's cookbooks out there that are just for crock pots, and I use it all the time. So that's lunch. Actually, that's my lunch. Water, a yogurt, and a ham croquette. And that's my book. People say, when do you have time to read? during lunch. I'm always reading, and if you haven't read this book, I love it. Vitamin time. Yes, I'm a vitamin freak. Okay, show me your best cannonball.
Started like having something.
Chicken! Please. Woo! Well done. Hey. Next on the list is work time from 1 to 5. Okay, so it's 1 o'clock, so it's time to get to work. And I work from 1 to 5 every day. The kids know that it's mommy's work time, so I try to do it with minimal interruptions. I try to work really, really hard so I can get 8 hours of work done in 4 hours worth of time frame. And I always start with eBay. So I have my computer booted up, have my black coffee. Did I tell you I'm a coffee junkie? Yeah, bad habit. And I have a mess because I was in here working last night on my Amazon. Those are the books I have listed and the books that want to be listed. And this is my little board. I try to do $400 of value, and I actually stick to that. So every listing I have, I'm listing books right now. So if it's an $11 book, I put an 11. If it's a $10 book, I put a 10. And I try to get $400 before I stop. So I keep myself accountable and actually write it down. And then I put it on my calendar, how much I got listed that day. So that holds me accountable. And then how many boxes I ship out to Amazon, I keep track of all of that too. And then when I do a shipment out, I print out the list, the packaging list, or what's actually in the boxes, how much it cost me to ship it. I also write on there how much it cost me to purchase those items and a copy of the shipping labels. So that way I can keep track of everything and keep it in my filing cabinet, which I have down here. Keep it all organized. But I always start with eBay first. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go under my eBay and I'm going to see if there's any items I need to list, any items I need to ship, any messages I need to answer. I always keep track and make sure I'm still staying at 100% customer satisfaction and all of that for my 3 eBay stores. And then I move directly into Amazon. Okay, so I'm on my eBay now. I had to pay for a flute that I bought because my flute isn't working right. So I always go to my eBay and selling. Internet is very slow today. All right, it's moving. Okay, so I have 3 messages that I need to answer. I have items that I need to relist, and I also have items I need to ship. So that's what I'm going to work on right now. Okay, so I finished with eBay, and now I'm moving on to Amazon Seller Central. And I have my little helper here. This is Toby. Say hi. Isn't he the cutest guinea pig ever? He's helping me work today. Okay, so I have my desk straightened up, and that makes me happy because I'm type A. But also, you're much more productive in a clean space. So I have all my books sorted, Amazon and eBay, and I'm just grabbed one, and I'm going to go ahead and list it on my Amazon Seller Central. So I'm entering in the code. Click and sell yours. And this is where I would normally go ahead and profit bandit that barcode because it's just easier. I could be typing it in with my computer and using my phone to tell me prices. But because I'm taping this, I can't. So I'm going to use my little button, my FBA button, and I can scroll through. So as you can see, this is, you know, $5.99 book, which I told you I had, but I would not buy for the future. I don't try to list anything that's under $10, but this is a beginner purchase. One of those mistakes in the process I told you about. So I'm going to make like 80 cents on this book, but it takes me just a second to list it, and I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go ahead and list these, make my 80 cents. If I list 30 books, well, that's $30. So that's how I'm going to look at it. So I'm just scrolling through here. I got my little blurb that I just copy and paste and just type, you know, I just have to paste it in there every time. I don't rewrite that. The book's like new, so there's nothing else to report. Save and finish. So I'm going to do this for all the stuff that was in those book piles. Puzzles, I have some new in the box items, and the rest of the book. So I can get rid of these books finally that I bought all that time ago. Add it to my shipping order. And done. On to the next item. I'm finished listing my Amazon, my $400 worth of value, and in about 10 minutes or 15 I'm going to leave and go to the UPS store and mail it off. So I have finished my eBay and my Amazon, which I always start with, and then there in the middle you can see the World Wide Web, and that's my website I'm working on. So I am going to spend the next 15 minutes working on that. And once I have those three things going, then, you know, I'll work and include the rest. But you really have to get good at one thing before you add another thing, or you're just going to be bad at two things. And I'm going to be good at two things. So that's what you need to start with, is your eBay and Amazon. And then you can add other ways from other videos that I've made. You know, we're talking about making your portfolio, your online portfolio, so you can stay home and hopefully, you know, make lots of money. Okay, so I'm just coming back. I had another distraction, but it was a really good one because my friend called, and she's a manager at a local CVS, and she had a bag of bubble wrap. This is all bubble wrap from the wine containers that they get delivered at CVS, and bubble wrap is really, really expensive. And she also gave me another bag filled with peanuts, and peanuts is really, really expensive. So you can only, I don't use peanuts for Amazon, I use it for my eBay filler. And this nice expensive bubble wrap I use for my Amazon and also eBay filler. So my shipping materials for the most part are free. I have the post office lady, she saves me any kind of boxes or filler that she gets. My hairdresser saves me the money because she does the same thing. And all my friends, they know about the Amazon and the eBay, and my shipping materials, except for the envelopes, are pretty much free. So you should try to do the same thing with your business as you're starting up, is tell people to save you any type of bubble wrap. You know, a lot of people get orders from Amazon. Have them save all their stuff. That way we're going green, we're saving, you know, all that from going into the trash, and we reuse it, and it saves you a ton of money. Okay, it's 5 o'clock, so it's dinner time, and this is, you know, just chicken, not that hard to make, and rice and beans and muffins. So that is what I do for dinner. I just finished with all my eBay, Amazon, ran them up to the UPS store, and came back and popped dinner out. So, yay! Back to the schedule, and after dinner we normally have sports activities because we're sports freaks. So my husband took my son to baseball, and I have to do soccer graduation. So I'm heading there now. Right, it's a fun break again.
Ready?
Ah! Okay, throw it.
No, Willie.
Ooh, good throw.
Oh.
Really? Hey, you know you're an eBayer when You have an eBay package
Hey, Riley.
on the dashboard of your car. Pretty funny. Okay, our high score is 70. Try again.
Give me that one. Give me that one. You ready? Fetch.
Baby fetch. Nice.
Go get it.
And he falls for it. Run, Forrest, run!
Faster.
All right, let's see if you cannot smack me in the head or something.
The UFO.
Aha, got it.
There it goes.
Time for a movie and popcorn. Is that good? Okay, so that's my day, as crazy as it is. And I hope this helps you realize that you can work and have a family and have some personal time. You really can balance a whole life and get it all done. You just have to schedule it and hold yourself accountable. Even if you have to use timers, honestly, you just have to do it. So I enjoyed today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And please subscribe so you can get the rest of the series. Thanks, guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.